buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon. Buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high, buy low, sell high. We going straight to the moon. I made 1,000%. Cut the reverse of the deal. Okay.
Pack. What's good? Where my dogs at? It's your boy FICO Jordan back again for another weekly Watchlist call. I got my bros in the building with me. I got the homie investing for legacy. I got the homie wealthy soon. Got the homie Mr. Check My Resume.
Yo, what's good, Pat?
And I got the big bro, Boss Gang VIP.
What up? Y'all know what it is.
What up, bros? Another elite week in the books. A lot of new members coming over saying they hitting milestones, almost trading the whole decade, and they done made more in a week than they have. In multiple seasons on the chart. We ain't gonna say years, we're gonna say seasons. Man, yeah, I missed Friday. Y'all know I was on the highway. I heard it was up and it was stuck again this week, man. What went down?
Hey, like I told you, I stand by we the greatest trading group in the multiverse.
Hey, you did say that.
Oh man, it was a hell of a week, man. I mean, shit, we started off, the week started off kind of like whatever. We had a little bit of a gap up, kind of deal, some stocks. And, man, it never let up from then on, man. I mean, we had SO going. Pat was in a lot of plays. We group traded together. I know everything on Cam's list went off. I mean, Boss Gang hitting as usual. I mean, it was just going off. Oh man, Legacy, the EPD play. I mean, it was just heat, fireworks, man. It was fireworks all week, man. So one of those. It wasn't just how they say back in the Q1. Oh, you had a good day, good job, Pat. Oh, you had a good week. Oh, you had a good month. Oh, you had a good quarter.
Right.
Good 2 quarters. And now we in Q3, still doing the same shit. So it's like, I'm
that was market going our way.
Yeah, just have a good time with it, man. It's fun, man. So,
yeah,
I'm gonna let jump in there, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was impressed, and I mean, it wasn't nothing new, but I was impressed and very happy with the way that the Alphapack navigated through this tricky earnings week. It was people really didn't know what to expect with a lot of the big boys reporting their earnings this week, and then combining with the conditions of the economy right now with inflation and wars. There's a bunch of stuff. It was scary times for them to report. So a lot of people, there's been extreme fear in the market lately. So a lot of people were sitting on their hands and scared to even try to make some moves, even during this bullish week. But in the pack, we just care about price action. We're not biased at all in any way. So we're not gonna let what we feeling or even if we were feeling in some type of way, we're not gonna let that stop us from eating. That's for sure. And I'm loving how quick we adapt. It's just showing that, man, that we just got the methodology and the way we use the strat inside of Alphapack is bar none. It can adapt to any environment. We're more than confident. We can talk our talk, and rightfully so. And
talk.
Yes, sir. And to add what FICO was saying, we got some new members and we've been trading for decades, and man, the testimonials that they've been giving that they capped the week off with was amazing. Bring a Friend Friday was amazing. We fed a lot of new people with knowledge in their pocket. It's just going up in Alphapack, man. If you're not here, I don't know where you're at, man. I don't know why.
Hey, Boss Gang.
Yo.
Hey.
Yo.
We over here turning, what is it? 5 loaves and 2 fishes. We over here turning a little bit into a lot, baby.
I mean,
we over here feeding the masses.
Great week. We started off the week. I guess we had the Watchlist and we had the Alphapack 100. So we had the class in there, and this was something that was special that we do just for the members of the group, where we help people learn how to find the right setups and the methodology and turn little into a lot. And this is in real time, in real life. So all the plays have been successful. This week, it's not every week, but the play we focused on this Sunday was PVR. So we looked at the contracts, and if you're into that kind of stuff, we got a good pop in oil. And so that was one of the beneficiaries of that. And so had a tremendous run, contracts that we looked at, well over 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000%. So those are one of the benefits in Alphapack trading group. We're going to lead you the right way. We're going to teach you ultimately at the end of the day how to be successful and not have to rely on anybody else.
Absolutely. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, before we move forward, I must remind you, we are going to need you to hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. You're going to need all three of them things off rip. We can get that out of the way because we show up every week for over a year giving free game away. Now, social media wise, if you want to follow us on Instagram, go ahead and hit the description in link below. All 5 of our social media accounts are there. If you want to book one-on-ones with us, some of us have availability. You definitely want to reach out to us on Instagram. If you have any questions further, about joining Alphapack trading, anything, questions, concerns, whatever the case may be, you can reach out to us on Instagram at Alphapack Trading or Twitter at Alphapack Trades. Get the question off. We'll definitely answer. And also, if you want us to answer any specific question next week on the call, I know I've said this before, we haven't really had any questions. I kind of asked this at the tail end, but before we get into the watch list, I know that's what y'all thirsty for. I want you to ask the question in the comments below. Like, this is what we do. I know y'all not used to the groups that you join of the leaders not actually being able to answer the questions that you have, but like, that's what sets us apart. So make sure you do that. So we'll go ahead and get straight into this market update, and then the bros will bring the heat. You already know how we get down. So first thing I want to kind of point out, SPX inside bar on the quarter, and we already knew that was going to occur because coming into July, we knew that we were going to be getting a new 6-month candle. New time frames are opening up halfway through the year. And so as that thing basically had a new opening, uncoupling from the year, we kind of expected we would get a different behavior from institutions, regardless of what the economy was saying. And even though technically, regardless of what the Biden administration says, we are in a recession. So if that is the technical definition of two consecutive declined quarters as far as the GDP is concerned. So I don't really have to go over all the time frames to kind of fundamentally understand where we're at regarding like SPX, Dow, Russell, and all that. If we are green on the week and we're green on the day, then we have full time frame continuity because we know the 3-month and the month were exactly the same. So on SPX, SPY, the quarter, the month were the same. Those finished crazy green. I do want to point out one particular thing here. We don't really talk much as far as the watch list call is concerned. There's a lot of debate amongst straters that are not in Alphapack. Those that are in Alphapack understand completely why this is done. But ladies and gentlemen, draw all your broadening formations. I don't care what they tell you anywhere else. You need to draw all of them. I draw from the year down to the week. Certain time frames, I only go so far back in terms of the chart, but there's a specific reason why for the past 3 days, honestly, no, a week we have been saying that SPX was going to hit 6-month broadening formation. There's a reason why I took 4,100 calls, posted them on Twitter and stock twits and all of that. There's a reason why we was giving the game away and told you where the levels are gonna go. It's not rocket science, but if you all won't draw your broadening formations, I understand why you don't know. I get it. I see why you sit light on your hands and you made no moves. So if I bring up any of the broadening formations that you can see here that come back in the past, the red one, see there? Right here. Yes, that one. That is a 6-month broadening formation that we have been saying for 2 weeks now. It's where price was headed. We hit it to the T on Friday. If I could do the whole take a bow thing, then yeah. Nah, we not trying to show off, but it's just a fundamental reason why this is occurring. You just need to pay more attention. So once again, click like, subscribe, and the notification bell, and ask questions in the comments. We'll answer them next week. Let's go ahead and move on. Now, as far as QQQ is concerned, you know when Boss Game basically gave you the green light, told you in tech, we're gonna start revving up. He told you it was tech week. I'm pretty sure it's probably tech month. Never ceases to amaze me. Here we are, same levels, kicked up. We are full time frame continuity, finished crazy green on the day. As far as the Dow is concerned, we have a similar situation, full time frame continuity from the quarter all the way down to the day. So you can definitely see they were highly aggressive with the interest rate hike. Didn't change anything. We know some individuals who fundamentally nothing is making sense right now, right? Because you figure this would be negative. At the end of the day, individuals need to understand that when it comes to the market, and this is what I'm learning, especially from, I'm a chartist. I look at my bros, you know, especially Resume and Boss Gang. When it comes to the more like economic, deep market information, that's not my personal forte. So when I look at things, I trust what I see on the chart. And they'll be the first ones to tell you, and I'll ask them straight up, like, what is the one thing that you're going to look at? And when it comes to a person who's staring at the chart, they see bullish setups, they see our watch list is bullish, they're waiting on the FOMC meeting to come out, we give them plays, they got the triggers, they see they what they know to be true, and yet they don't pull the trigger because in their mind the market should be saying, no, we should be going down. What would you tell a person who's sitting on their hands the whole time when they understand price action? They know how to find a setup. They know we hit, but they have this apprehension to entering because their brain is like, this doesn't make sense. What would you tell that person?
That, to me, that sounds like a classic case of analysis paralysis. A lot of overthinking. It's over thinking. The most important thing when it comes to trading is price action. Price action is going to determine the decisions that you make. It's not your opinion. The stock market is not going to make sense. Most people are not going to tell you that. They're trying to make sense out of something that you can't make sense out of. What you can make sense out of is price action and the methodology that we teach to help people get hundreds and thousands of percents on trades on a consistent basis. Price action, when we teach you how to trade it. That's the first thing. I'm a big, as fundamentals is everything, is anybody, especially when it comes to buying shares and getting dividends and that kind of stuff. But in this options game, we're looking for these big moves in a small amount of time.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand, price precedes news, news precedes volume. If things are at a discount, they're going to buy it. Plain and simple. And like Resume was saying earlier to us before we tuned and started to record, like, things are at a deep discount, what do you think they're going to do? They're not going to wait until things turn around as far as the economy. It just simply means they're not going to run back to all-time high. Point blank, period. So let's go ahead and jump right into the sectors. Pretty much in the indices that matter at the moment, we have full time frame continuity to the upside. Green 6 month, green quarter, green month, green week, green day, period. Their foot is on the gas. I've said this time and time again. I say it in one-on-ones. When you notice that they're either going to slam on the brakes or put their foot on the gas, you can't miss those opportunities to be aggressive. And I just find it interesting that I do notice that there are a lot of more seasoned traders than myself in terms of how many years they have. Their behavior doesn't really align up with them understanding specifically how price action works. So if y'all want to keep waiting on indicators, by all means, do you. But until then, shooters shoot. And that's the reason why we to be honest, this shouldn't even be a watch list anymore. This should be a kill list call. I think Cam used to call it a kill list. So if we look at XLB, we got full time frame continuity to the upside. I'm just going to really deal with the week right now because we know where the open was on the month 4 weeks ago. We have full time frame continuity on XLC. Green on the month, green on the week. Let's see, same for XLE. Now, I'm sure the bros will get back to energy. You're going to notice something fundamentally about these charts. I just want you to see it from the one time frame, just to get an understanding of why we don't need indicators to kind of tell what price action is doing. So we do have full time frame continuity on XLF after the inside bar opening the month. And then we have the same for XLI, Caterpillar. Man, Kitty Cat was purring this week. My God. My port loves everything that cat gave me. Let's look at XLK, full time frame continuity again to the upside. Same for XLP. Now, we did point out the XLP, the pattern that it was kind of giving us, knowing that we had a squeeze. Buyers and sellers definitely coming to agreement. We knew we were green on 6 month, quarter, and so forth. We already hit the bottom of a broadening formation 2 months ago, so we knew this bottom was going to end up taking off at this point. So definitely going to be keeping an eye out on XLP. As far as real estate is concerned, bros try to tell you, we had that Amarion playing in the group this week. Make them say, oh, realty was booming this week. Boss gang will try to tell you, real estate. We hope that you paid attention and took notes and got into the plays, man. We had absolute banger this week. I'm sure one of the bros will tell you that came off of the watch list from last week. That was SO, went absolutely bonkers. One of our pack members did 1,000% on their portfolio. Shout out to Tricky Nicky. XLU booming 122 on the week to the upside, full time frame continuity after that blowout week. XLV healthcare is above the open. It did, I don't believe healthcare had a green finish to the day, not sure, but it is full time frame continuity up to the week. So 6 month, 3 quarter month week is what we're currently paying attention to, not necessarily the day. Since we're getting a new month, we're looking at all macros at the moment. So discretionary went crazy after a double inside week. 2 up after that, going ballistic. Still has a weekly pivot up between 168 and 172 to hit. And as you can see, as all those sectors are moving up, if you take a look at VIX has went 2 down, 2 down, 2 down, 2 down, blah, blah, blah on the week. So full time frame continuity to the downside currently. Now, Boss Gang VIP. Coming into this portion of August, we use first week, full week. What is the almanac telling us historically about what the market is doing this time of year?
So as was mentioned earlier, we are coming into a new month. So the first trading day in August, the Dow has been down 16 of the last 24 sessions. There's actually been a little bullishness on NASDAQ despite SPY and the Dow being down overall. Tuesday, the 2nd, we should expect some choppiness. It gives some notes. It says the first 9 trading days of August are historically weak. But again, we should just expect a lot of choppiness throughout actually probably the first couple weeks in the month before we get to the second half, of the month, which is historically bullish. So what we're going to do is continue to position ourselves where the money resides. I know we're in a lot of long swings, XLP that you mentioned, and just a lot of plays that we think are really, really solid. We're going to keep it coming this week. Do what we always do, find where the money resides. Let's get it.
Appreciate that, boss gang. Let's see, Wealthy Soon, what you got for the gang this week? You know them dogs got to eat.
Yes, sir, for sure. Can you hear me? Everything good?
Yes, sir.
All right, we got a few things on the watch list this week, so we're just gonna get right into it. First thing we got on the list is gonna be MP. This is a nice materials play. We are about to go into a new month starting on Monday. This one got a nice move on the month. Nice potential 322 from a hammer hitting the bottom of the Broaden formation. So I'm liking this one. I also like just where the sector is moving. Next one on the list, we got FCX, Freeport. This one also hitting off the bottom of the Broaden formation. Almost the exact same type of setup when it comes to the month. Nice 322 on the month. Already full time frame continuity to the upside as well. Materials is moving. Another one on the list is going to be NUE, Nucor. Now Nucor was actually able to go outside month. I believe Nucor in a few weeks to a month can go for all-time highs, so we're definitely going to be watching Nucor. I like the way that their contracts move. We also are looking at AA, Alcoa. Alcoa on the month, we're going to do a 2-2 rev from the bottom of the Broaden formation. We already are full time frame continuity to the upside as well. So these materials plays, I'm liking them all the exact same. Next one on the list, I have AG. Nice silver play. It was able to go outside weak. It also did a shooter hammer combo on the month. So I believe we're definitely going to get that rev on the month as well as on the week. The contracts looked amazing. A lot of people at the party. So we're definitely going to get some exposure with this one. The underlying stock is pretty cheap, so we don't even need a big move to be able to get nice movement on our option contracts with this. Shout out to my guy Boss Gang for putting this on my radar. Crocs. If you ain't crocking, you ain't rocking. I got my Crocs on right now and we in sport mode. If you look on the month, we went outside month. We really got a PMG to the upside. This one is cold. Nice little 3-2 rev that I'm going to take on the month. Full time frame continuity to the upside. I'm really liking this one. Crocs one of those ones, when it gets to moving, it can move. As you see on the month, it was green, 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 green all the way up. Once it came down, it was red, red, red all the way down. It doesn't hesitate. I like Crocs. It's a good one. Another one on the list is going to be Steady Eddie Silver, SLV. SLV was able to go outside weak. We got a nice little target at the 20 level. We're also going to rev on the month from the bottom of the Broaden formation. Nice 2-2 rev from a hammer. I believe that we could get this one really pushed up here. I'm just liking silver in general. Another one on the list is going to be APPS, Digital Turbine. Digital Turbine had a inside month as well as an inside week. The inside week is a hammer following a shooter. And we already went outside on a day as well. So I just feel like the time frames are doing the domino effect into one another. I like the people that are at the party. I like some of the contracts that we have over at Digital Turbine. So I believe this one could really get up out of there. One of those cheap plays that could get to moving on you real quick. First target that I'm trying to hit is the 26-27 range. I believe that's more than possible. Only got two more things on the list. We got Uber with a great setup on the week. Nice hammer from a shooter on the week. So we go take that one to the upside. We also have an inside month. So Digital Turbine and Uber kind of got the same type of setup. And they look like they're just ready to go. A lot of people at the party with Uber. Uber looked like a fun party to be in. And Uber is one of those that can get to moving. And last one on the list, I'm just liking the value level that we're at. That's going to be Kroger, KR. They were able to go outside on the day. We got a nice little volume gap. And if you look at it on the week, strong hammer. Actually from a very strong demand zone. And then, like I said, we're going into the new month. I want to see if we can flip the month and go 2-2 rev on the month. I'm really liking Kroger. It's some contracts in Kroger that are standing out. So we're just going to watch those. We'll put those up in the group. And that's my list for the week. Last week went 100%. We're going to try to go 100% again this week. And shoot, back to my guy, FICO.
Appreciate that, Wealthy Soon. Let's see what dog is up next.
Pack. Welcome, YouTube family. I'm gonna start with right behind my brother with materials. We seeing some similar things in materials. I'm liking what I'm seeing in this one in particular, LAC. Actually, shouts out to that boy, Wealthy Soom. He actually introduced us to this this stock right here in particular way before we even had a group. Lithium play here. I'm liking what I'm seeing on the other lithium names, which makes me even more bullish on this one. But I'm liking a 322 rev on the month entry. We love those multi-time frame breaks. So a day, week, and a month break up at that 25.78. So I'm loving that as well. And again, just overall what we're seeing inside of materials, knowing it's a lot of discounts over there, so we know they can't keep their hands off of that solid sector for too long. Keep it moving. Next, it's kind of a pack exclusive play, but I'll mess with you YouTube family. I'm gonna throw this in here too, just for you guys tuning in. It's a materials play called U 4 U's. Man, this thing we called a fire entry. This gave us a thou wow. Last time I caught this inside the pack last time it was running pretty strong. But I'm liking I want to see that again, another day, week, month break. I want to see that 2-2 rev month on the month entry. 3-2-2, one of our favorite combinations inside the pack. That'll happen above 679. My first targets for this would be $7.62, and then my second target would be $7.95. That's less than $1 away. Well, about a little bit over $1 away, pretty much those targets, but those contracts can pay you very well within that dollar, trust me. Next thing that I want to throw out there, family, YouTube family, is Verizon. VZ. Verizon, man, we see how pretty much all of them got clapped during earnings last week, within the last couple weeks, but they're all recovering pretty well. So currently we got full-time. We don't have full-time frame continuity, but I'm looking for that 212 up on the week entry, and it's the day break at the same time. It's currently just a day and the week is green, but it can easily go with the new month just starting. it can easily go back. The must can go green, and once we get above that $50 range, the quarter will go green as well too. So I'm looking for that domino effect to happen with Verizon. We also got some nice gaps above it as well too. So I'm liking Verizon. I'm liking, especially up to that price target of $49, which is filling that gap. That you playing your entries and you playing your entries well with that. That can pay you well some nice chicken if you know what you're doing in this in options. No question there. That's worth you paying attention to. Next thing I want to bring up within the pack, I'm loving XLI. I did not make the last week's watch list call, but I posted it inside of the pack, and I had cat, I had deer, and I'm still loving those. Definitely, just want to throw that out there. XLI, and I'm loving BA. I bring BA up, another XLI play. I bring that one up today. Boeing, super nice consolidation on top of a weekly broad information. So that's what I'm noticing on BA right now. The main thing I'm noticing. So it's that a double inside. No, I'm sorry. It's a 2-1. Like I said, very nice consolidation. You look at that 4-hour chart. No, that's not the Luca. I'm sorry. 1-3-1-3. I'm sorry. Yeah, 1-3-1-3. And it's not a Luca, but it's something. We love that consolidation. We know a pop is coming after that consolidation inside the strat, usually, for sure. It holds above that weekly broad information, and it goes 2 up. I like BA. And again, airlines are also setting up right now, so even more reason to feel strongly about BA. They kind of run hand in hand. Also loving Starbucks, another play that the pack's been all over, but don't worry about bringing that one up. FICO. I want to throw this one out there just for fun. Zen, Zen. I have never seen this type of consolidation, but man, you look at this last month, it's super squeezing. But we are option traders, and currently nobody's really at this party right now, but we tend to actually find contracts before a lot of people show up. So this is something I'll be watching. I'll be watching the contracts. If we get it's a 3-1-2 to the upside on the month break, I'll be watching Zen. And again, if those contracts the spreads start to get tighter and we start getting some more bodies on some of those contracts over there, I like Zen just for, a nice quick pop play to the top of that 3, which is, is all the way up to 130. So we got some room in Zen. Zen is, that type of consolidation is worth watching if you ask me. Last thing I want to mention, FICO is play, PLAY. We're seeing that basically this is a inventory inflation is the term that they're using. So companies like Walmart are getting affected more so by it. But as far as companies like travel companies and Play, Dave and Buster's, for example, they don't have those inventory issues, and people are still spending money. People are still feeling that pandemic effect, if you ask me, and want to get outside with their loved ones and create some memories, and just being cooped up for too long. But I'm liking that 1-2-2 rev up on the month. It's at the bottom of a monthly broad information, and again, it has that day, week, and month break all at the same time on Play. So I'm loving Play at that entry of that 37.59 break. Again, they're breaking them day, week, and a month. And that's what I want to bring to the YouTube family, Pack family. I'll throw some more tickers up there and some more ideas out there like we always do before the market opens Monday. And back to you, FICO.
Appreciate that, Legacy. Boss Gang VIP. What you got on the grill for the pack this week? Barbecue chicken? What is it? What we got? We got some Korean barbecue.
It's a whole buffet.
Okay.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I got some cold plays. One of them is if you're in the pack, we have the small account challenge, and one of the other plays we're looking at is on the list this week. It's a materials play. So we already got the level set for that one. So that's just a little teaser for the people who are not in the pack. You see what we did with PBR, and this is another one that was part of that as well. But I am gonna hook y'all up with something. Of course, that's how we do. So first thing, lightweight materials, we're gonna hit you with HL, Helka Mining. We played this plenty of time. Contracts really, really inexpensive. If materials run, this is going to run as well. So you're looking for entries above $4.59 on Helka Mining. Something else has a pretty nice chart. Carvana, CV, NA, 2 month, 2 everything. It has a lot of room to go on Carvana. Entries above $29.60. Let me give you a couple little sectors. Trying to get some things, buy low, sell high. You know how we like to do. AMTX. AMTX. So this is coming off the bottom of a broadened formation, tons of magnitude to the upside. Potential is crazy, super crazy. So looking for potential entries on this one above $7.85 on this one. So you can see where the targets are on this one. There's a lot of room there. Another one, a crypto play. I like crypto plays. CORZ. Stock currently trading at $2.51. I used to trade a lot of penny stocks. I like this kind of stuff. CORZ above $2.53. Let's go a little energy. Mining with rig. See this broad information and hit on the month. So we're gonna try to get this 2 month. Going back the other way on rig above $3.43. So ton of room on this one. Just loving that month, loving the quarter as well. So looking pretty nice. How about GFS? So tons of room. We get the continuation on the month on this one. The target, we'd be looking at the top of that 3. So we'll see how this one goes. It's there's a gap on the day, and it's right below that at this broad information. So we'll see if we can get that push up. The month and week targets are a long way away. We got a nice hammer on the quarter. The last one, ALTO. ALTO is an interesting company, and the reason is because they do alcohol, and they're able to produce enough high quality alcohol for ethanol vehicles and different things like that. So it's kind of an interesting alcohol energy combination play. It's called Alto Ingredients. So looking for entries on this one above $4.31 and see where it goes from there. So that's what I got on the list this weekend. Alphapack 100. We got another play in there for your materials play that we're gonna be looking out for as well.
Appreciate that, boss gang. Last up, we got Mr. Check My Resume. Mr. Bring a Friend Friday. He been so generous out here giving y'all chicken on the Friday. Man, what's good, Resume?
Man, hey, we ain't done eating, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to scrape the plate. You know, they trying to give us more. So we got a lot of, like Boss Gang said, he said it best. He said we got a buffet out here. So, we finna get into it, man. Last week was great. Like I said 2 weeks ago, we couldn't let up. We got to keep pressing forward, keep the pressure on, keep the pedal to the metal, and keep focused and keep pushing forward. This is how we do it. So first ticker I'm going to get into, I got quite a few, so I'm going to just cherry pick a few of those from different sectors I'm liking. But first and foremost, I'm going to bring up NVIDIA. NVDA is the ticker there. And on NVIDIA, we already know we had the Chip Investment Act passed last week, which should give us sustained bullishness. We've got some legislation and confirmation of resources being put into the industry. And so we will have positive movement, or I should say bullish movement on these tickers for the next good period of time. So right now what I'm looking at on the NVIDIA is a reversal on the month time frame, a 2-2 rev strat at 182.44. And that will be my level for entry on NVIDIA. We're looking to take this one. We have a couple different pivots. I think the first major level you want to look for is around $200, but there are some pivots around, what is this, 187. So you've got some stops along the way, but NVIDIA looks good for a reversal here on the month time frame. Just to keep the theme of chips, I want to talk about AMD. Similar deal to NVIDIA with AMD. Going to be a beneficiary of the Chip Investment Act being passed, and so thus we'll have some sustained bullish movement on these tickers such as this. So again, on AMD, very similar setup to Intel, 322 on the month here, off the bottom of a monthly level broadening formation. You got entry on the month above 94.81 on AMD. And we're looking to take this AMD trade, to the top of the range. There's a 112.20 level, which will be the top of this broad formation range. However, it has potential to keep pushing above that. I think there is a PMG setup as well on the month. So you've got some good opportunity with this one here. So we'll see what happens. These should have some good fundamental information to support their movement upwards. So let's get into, jump around really quick on you guys. I love the materials plays, so I won't touch those. I might bring up the African Americans. That's it. But I like the materials plays. Those all seem solid to me. I think I'm tracking with you guys on those. So first off, let me talk about industrials and FedEx. FDX is the ticker. I don't want to repeat, some of the bros. I know Cat and John Deere was brought up. I know, those are some I was tracking as well. But I'll talk about FedEx right now, just to kind of mix it up. So on FedEx, we had an outside day on Friday. We have continuation on the week after the 212 last week. That was on the alert list. So now we're charging forward, looking for an inside month break. 212 above 233.98 is our level for entry if you did not take last week's week entry. And again, just to reiterate, we're looking to take FedEx to about the 250 level. I think it's actually 254 and some change. And so that's what I'll be looking for on FedEx. Also, we're still inside on the quarter, but we are pushing up. So we could be pushing towards a 322 on the quarter. We still got work to do, so no need to get ahead of ourselves. But 322 on the quarter would be at 248.76. And that'll be more so. We got a little work to do to get there. All right, keep it going. I know I'm gonna talk about energy, but I'm gonna do other stuff first. Let me go with tech. Let me go with information technologies. Let's go with Adobe. ADBE is the ticker. So on Adobe, it's one of my favorite information technology stocks. We are in force. We've had 3 consecutive days of bullish activity on Adobe. We had an inside week this past week. We're looking for a 212 entry on the week above the high of the week, which was 411.38. And then also on the month time frame, we ended as an inside month. So we'll be looking for this to go Chicago, looking for Chicago entry to the upside at 414.62 would be our level for entry. So that would complete that 312 to the upside for Adobe. One of my favorites. Also on the quarter level, we are still inside as well. So Adobe looks good. Another one that feels solid to me as we kind of move forward. Let's keep going here. Just to touch on a couple energy tickers. First one is Oxy, OXY. I think everybody's familiar with Oxy. I think we've played this one quite a bit over this year to date. Just wanted to point out a couple things. I think the main thing that stands out to me is that we have a current double inside month on Oxy. So I'm looking for this double inside break. This will be one of the plays that I'll be keenly watching, throughout this month. We are near the trigger point. So we're looking for entry on the double inside month above $66.05. So we'll be looking, what do you got? A quarter, 30 cents away. So we're not far from that trigger point. We'll be looking to see how this one takes off from there on the double inside month break. Oxy, solid, looks good. Let's keep it going. I mean, there's others. I'm not going to call out all the energy tickets, but there's a lot. They all look good. I like that Uber setup. Forget which bro pointed out Uber. I do want to point out Vegas stocks did look good. So I talk about MGM. I'll say there's another one that I'm gonna save for the pack. MGM. Looking at an inside, we closed as an inside one on MGM. We closed above a quarterly broadening formation, which was like right at $32. So that was really what I was looking for out of this one to end the month. So now we're looking to take this month up 212 above $32.80. I'm looking at a target level of around $36 on MGM. Not looking for anything, not trying to be too greedy, but we are at a volume gap right now. So we should get a sustained movement to about $33.40, even somewhere around that range. So that'll be what I'll be looking for MGM. Keep it going. Next one is MasterCard, MA. As you all know, we have been playing Visa up until earnings. So we were able to capitalize on the Visa move before the pull down for earnings. So we got out a couple days before earnings to avoid that volatility. So now on MasterCard, it's been bullish as well. It is the premiums you will pay for MasterCard are higher than that of Visa. So a lot of people like to stick to Visa, but MasterCard is also good to play. We close as an inside month, and so I am looking at a 212 on the month, 212 up above 356.80 on MasterCard. Very strong month candle. Also, we're currently inside on the quarter as well. A lot of price action to the upside here. So we'll see if that sustains. I think it will. I do have one downside play. Hey, sorry about it, Legacy, but I had to do it at XPEV. I know how you like your China, but I see this. I see this XPEV here on the month with a rejection off the quarterly broadening formation on the month time frame, and so we're looking at a 212 down below $23.27 on XPEV. So that's kind of what I'm looking at there. We also have double inside quarters on XPEV, so we'll see how the rest of the quarter plays out. But I see this potential move to the downside on XPEV. That would kind of give me an idea about what the rest of China is doing as well. So I wanted to throw that one out there. Let's keep moving just to kind of diversify. Next one, Wells Fargo. Let's get into banks really quick. First one on Wells Fargo, looking at the month trigger. We closed inside above a major quarterly level broadening formation. That was actually very bullish. So we are looking for, and this is fundamental. This plays into the fundamentals as well, but we're looking at a 212 on the month above $44.35 on Wells Fargo. Very clean setup there. You should have a similar setup on Bank of America and some of the other banks. I actually made like Bank of America's chart slightly better, but like that one. And let's see what else I want to bring up before I give it back to you, FICO. Oh, just to be funny, but SPY, SPY. SPY right now closed as an inside month. Looking for the 212 up, FICO. So I think that's going to be the big signal that kind of tells what a lot of these sectors are going to do. So that'll be one of those that I'll be kind of looking at closely. I know you covered it, so I was just kind of being funny about that. And then just to close it out, there's just a number of energy tickers and such. So I'm not going to get to all the energy stocks, but there's a good deal. I think the one I want to talk about besides Oxy is Halliburton. Not to turn it back to you, FICO, but on Halliburton, we closed inside on the week. Looking at a 212 above 29.44. Also, the month closed red. However, we know how the sector played out and what the rest of its counterparts are doing. So looking for opportunities. So that'll be one I'll be watching as well. And I'll turn it back over to you, FICO. There's some more that I'll drop in the chat for you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, all the sauce is not going to be posted here on the watch list. You got to be an Alphapack member, man, because at the end of the day, it's got to be something to separate the dogs that's serious and basically what we give away for free as scraps. Just keeping it 100, just saying, but look, I just want to make sure that you like, subscribe, click the notification bell. These bros got some heat, and to be honest, you could pick their brain, man. I mean, trust me, you would want to be in this community learning from my brother here, like for real. Absolutely made me a better trader and teacher at that. But man, I'll be honest, nobody does it like us. Point blank period. It just is what it is. The replication amongst our pack members to go out and hit on their own. Legacy been telling y'all, bro, for over half a year, bro, you gonna come in here, you gonna be a more confident and independent trader. Most of y'all don't even know what it feels like to be independent as a trader. You've been taking sorry call outs from people who can't trade in general, but you don't know no better. It's perfectly fine. We're just going to address it, and then we want to fix it. First thing you need to do, you need to go to www.alphapacktrading.com. You need more info. You know what? Pull up the Bring a Friend Friday. Follow one of us on social media. Link in the description below. We got everything you need right here for you to be able to go create the life that you desire from the results you achieve. Not worrying about someone else to do it for you. Because trust me, if they are terrible at trading, what's that going to translate into you? Just saying. You want to be consistent? Come over to the pack. You want to turn a little into a lot? Come over to the pack. We just need the crowd of pack members at once, just in a chorus saying, come to the pack. Like, we going to put that on the soundboard. Straight up. Before we get out of here, bros, you got anything for the group? Anything you want to tell the people?
Oh, man, don't get
a lot of work.
Yeah.
Resume for sure.
No, I was thinking the same like you though. Like, hey, we gotta keep working. It ain't no slowdown. Don't think because we had a good week, you report looking a little chunkier, you know what I'm saying? You feel like you can take a risky trade, like, oh, I'm gonna throw a few hundred over here, I'm gonna throw 1,000 at that, or I'm gonna do a lotto. We don't do lottos around here. Everything's a calculated move, so make your next move your best move and keep the pressure on.
Man.
I guess.
Sir, that consistency and cheat code for sure in the market. Like, my bad. I'll let you finish, brother. So I just want to do real quick. Definitely want us to just be consistent, like my brother was just saying. Stop being biased at what you feel the market should be doing, and just go off what the price is actually telling you it's doing and where it's going. And another important aspect out there that kind of discovered that I want to bring up briefly inside of this call that we discovered during this class earnings week's call was that how strong the dollar is right now is weighing big on the tech companies, on the big tech. That's one thing that we found out during their earnings call. So basically what that means is when the value of their money is their international sales is affecting them when it gets converted back to their natural. I'm sorry, what's the word I'm trying to look for? The stronger the dollar is going to lower the value of their international sales when they get converted back to their local currency. So guys, the stronger the dollar is hurting the tech companies, big tech companies. So that's something that's worth watching right now, and that's something that can slow down the market. I'm not saying it is, but it's just you just got to know which headlines are possibly going to affect the market and which ones are just some BS in the wind. But that's something that we saw with big tech companies. I want to throw out and make sure that's on everybody's radar. Besides that, don't be biased and let price action tell you when to get this money. Back to you, Wesley, soon.
All I was gonna say was this is literally the only place where for 7 hours Monday through Friday, that is 35 hours a week, you can come and learn from some of the best traders in the world, hands-on, ask as many questions as you want. Literally, nobody else allows you to do that. I don't care what group it is. You can ask any questions from A to Z. In the comments, if you're a part of Alphapack, let the people know. Have you ever asked a question that has not been answered? You don't get that nowhere else. If you're looking for a place to trade, I don't even know why you'd go somewhere else. It don't even make sense. You don't get as much bang for your buck. That's all I had to say.
Right. Yeah, so make sure you guys are coming up with a plan. To be honest, I didn't even put my best play on the watch list because I need everybody to actually make a decision about what you want to do. This is the place where you need to be. This is where the value is, and we have a lot to offer. We're the best at what we do, so why wouldn't you want to be with us? So what we're looking for are committed people. We have the best community in the trading game, hands down. We have people and professionals from every walk of life you can imagine, and we attract the best and the brightest from the best and brightest students, as we have a ton of college students, high school students taking care of their families right now, setting their lives up for the future with us. People are bringing their aunties and moms and dads and brothers, sisters, and people they care about to trade with us because of the difference. Best friends, because of the difference that we're making over here. So make a commitment. If you want to be great, this is the place where you need to be. And once again, we're going to show up and show you why we are the best at what we do. We're going to let the receipts and the results speak for themselves.
Mute if I
You
go.
on mute if I go?
Absolutely. For myself, FICO Jordan, the rest of my bros, it was a crazy blowout week this week. Look, we're going to get right back into it. But before then, we're going to enjoy this weekend. Hope you do the same. Spend some time with your family. Get to the watch list. Take notes. Set your levels. Set your alerts. We're going to get to the chicken. You have a blessed weekend. Peace.